So why is it that we constantly choose to go for the unavailable, meaning chase what's lacking, what's not enough? Even though it's creating a lot of suffering and pain on my part, why do we keep doing or playing these patterns out? And when you are in such a situation, whether it's in relationships or in life situations, you're constantly focusing on what is lacking, what is not good enough. But that seems to be what's playing out in your life majorly, is when you really need to look within yourself about how you recognize yourself. The more you dislike yourself, the more you are prone to comparing yourself with others, or compare where you are with others, and usually get jealous or envious over other people or other situations, what others have or do, the way they live, everything about others outside yourself. You have to question, why do I do this? That's the first question, because every time we compare, every time we get jealous, it's all about energetic vibration. The energy vibration that you're holding with yourself in that moment is that you're constantly rejecting yourself and choosing others over you. Meaning you don't recognize, you don't value yourself because you don't see your own value, you don't see your own worth, you don't recognize it yet. And so we have a problem right now with feeling unloved, unworthy. You know, you are getting into a relationship or a friendship or in a family dynamic. You always feel like you're unseen, unheard somehow. They're, rejecting you. They're always saying no. And, you don't feel loved. And so you feel very lonely inside, sad. But you play a certain part, right? You don't show your emotions, and you play happy, or you play like everything is fine, or you say that to yourself. Why do we do these things? And when you look at it, it's not only self-sabotaging, it could be self-abusive or self-destructive, but we play these roles, these patterns. And something that you want to understand is that when we chase for the unavailable, when we chase for the lack, right? It's not only tied to your feeling unworthy and not recognizing your value or worth, but that's what you had been used to, and it's part of your habit now, meaning that growing up, your caretaker, an adult, whether it's your mom, it's your dad, it was your grandmother, it was your grandfather, or someone else, the adults who were in a position to take care of you because you were little. We needed to depend on them for a lot of the needs. And what happened was that it was unavailable. They didn't understand how you felt or your emotions. So, or you didn't feel seen, or they didn't like the way you talked or way you behaved, where you dressed, whatever it was. So you always had to fix yourself and then pretend for them, meaning we develop a habit to please others. We develop a habit to mask ourselves. And so all of these conditions have been rooted in your belief system. And then what happens as we grow older, we start to identify these beliefs as who I am. So I am this lack, always chasing after the unavailable. And my goal is to make myself be seen, make myself be loved, make myself be heard with them. So we start to chase after the unavailable, chase after what is lacking, what is not good enough. And while we do or play out these habits, we anchor with that frequency. So everything is energy vibration. So you are now holding on to that energy signature. And what happens? Like attracts like. You hold this vibration, you start to attract people, situations that are in the same vibration to what you are vibrating with, so that the purpose of them coming in is for you to realize by going through certain pain and suffering, because it's already holding lower vibration. It's not vibrating with joy, love, harmony, abundance. It's always on fear, insecurity, anxiety, lack, right? And so now you are naturally experiencing these things, but you see that as pain and suffering, and we start to identify rather than seeing the lesson in these experiences. So you keep producing stories like, why am I like this? Why is my life like this? And we start to compare ourselves with other people, and with that we create a lot of jealousy and envy with other people. So you constantly are building a new habit of comparing yourself on a conscious or unconscious level of where you are with where others are. And that's creating superior, inferior complex. Because meaning, if you feel like you're better than them, then you feel proud. If you don't, you feel like you need to do more, be more, chase once again, you see? And so that is creating these dynamics. So you really need to understand. And when we come into this life, this earth is already dense. This body represents limitation already. So we're all here to experience limitation. Why is it? Because we need to transform and realize that pain and suffering, they're not who you are. They're just an outcome of your vibrational match to the conditional beliefs that you used to hold when you didn't know any better. And so we need to transform pain into power, you see? And we all have this ability. But the thing is, it's so comfortable. Habit creates comfort, a level of comfort, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. So we don't want to go through all these changing habits, because it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of your dedication, commitment. It takes a lot of your courage to break off old chains, say no to a lot of things, and grieve in order for you to renew yourself, rebirth. But we don't want to do that, because saying bye, we like to hold on. Emotional attachment, emotional baggage, we start to carry on. And so because our energy vibration didn't change, we start to attract the same people, same situation, just on different faces, different appearances, but the energy vibration is the same. You see? So you hold the key. You are creating your entire experience. You are playing that role. And every time you compare, what happens is you're starting to reject who you really are, because what you are saying to yourself is that you are not worthy. Other people are more valuable. And with that, we create a lot of habits of, manipulating negative attentions, like creating jealousy out of other people, making others insecure and fearful so that you get the attention. That is negative attention. So a lot of these toxic habits could be around your energy field, which means that you're going to attract the same experiences once again, meaning they're your opportunities for you to clear out and move on. But every time we have these, same experiences, what we are saying when we're in identification with it so much, that why is this happening over and over with my life? I'm sick of my life. I want to die, right? But what happens when we die? We need to be reborn and go through the same experience. We think that we are escaping, but actually we're not. We are coming back. And so it's really important to recognize that habit of chasing after what's lacking, what's unavailable, they need to be reversed. then in order for you to reverse it, you need to go in and really review your conditional beliefs that you've been anchoring yourself with. So you need to cut up that root of your conditional beliefs, meaning say goodbye. But that is the hardest part, right? It takes a lot of courage to face your truth, because it's going to bring up a lot of your fears and insecurities and all the habits that you used to hide behind, meaning like, I don't want to be the person who's at fault. All the stories you need to face. And with that, we usually had experiences of feeling unheard, unseen, not just from our parents at times on an emotional level, and it depends on your soul choice, which family you chose to born with for a particular soul lesson, because soul doesn't know what discrimination is. It only focuses on your expansion and evolution, right? So whatever experience that you need, your soul chose. And so if you are in a really miserable, difficult life experience, that's what your soul chose, because there's a lot of emotional baggage that you need to drop. Emotional baggage meaning just energy that you need to clear out from the lower energy of fear, insecurity, right? Sadness, powerlessness, right? Because emotion simply means energy in motion, which means energy, which means frequency, which means vibration, which means creation of all things. And so you need to reverse all of these things, and then you need to realize that it was a conditional belief that you used to identify with. It's not who you are. So you need to stop assuming that you are unlovable, unworthy. And it's not gonna change or shift overnight. It's a gradual process, and it all depends on the effort that you put into it. And so you need to start having more faith. You need to start writing different stories. Use affirmations, because it's all about a habit that you used to embody when you were rooted in conditional beliefs. Now you are moving from the conditional to the unconditional. You're moving from the ego mind to the heart center. More love, right? That's why self-love, self-care, self-nurture, these things are the beginning. Choosing for yourself, learning to decide for yourself, even though it is hard for you. Saying no to certain things. And it may raise a lot of anger in others, because now they're not respecting your no. Because why? Simply because they're not getting what they want from you, which we used to be in that place with others as well, because we took it personally. Oh, they say no to me, they rejected me. That's self-identification, right? But when we are in respect, because we understand our worth, oh, they say no, okay, I respect that opinion, and you move forward. You see, the difference is very simple, but on an energetic level, there's a lot of work needs to be done. So it's something that you really want to understand when you go through this energy, and especially right now, we have the Lionsgate that's coming up on August 8th, which is going to be the pinnacle of this energy. And we are being in a lot of support, whether you realize it or not. I see the light codes coming down immensely. It's the heaviest, it's the most beautiful that I've seen this year so far. So we are being supported definitely with a lot of astrological transits as well, the Jupiter in retrograde and everything that are helping us to go in and reflect and review and drop what's no longer serving us, so we can move forward lighter and with our heart center more often. And so whenever you feel triggered, whenever you feel like you wake up feeling anxious or sudden fear, unknown or uneasy emotions that feel unsettling to you, just know that it's not about something that you did. So just sit with it. Sit silently. You can just lie down in your bed all day long. There's no guilt involved if it's necessary for your processing. It's not always about being productive and always doing and being efficient, which is more in an imbalanced state of overly being in the masculine energy. And so everything, there's a reason for that. So you can sit with it. And as you sit with it, just tune into your heart. And as you start to tune in, you're going to have intuitive inkling, and you follow that, and the clues will be shown to you. You don't have to chase after or push yourself for a solution or try to figure out everything prematurely with your mind, because you're being guided. Everything happens and comes in its own right timing. So when you do that, you're going to get out of that flow and you start to realize, aha, something clicks. And you may come across my video or my writings or somehow, and it clicks somehow. And that moment of clicking is a divine timing. And so it's going to help you realize something, awaken something within you. And with that, you're going to realize, aha, that was it. And you will have this aha moment. So I really want you to sit with these emotions. And also, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have fun, because the energy of Leo is all about this childlike innocence, the playfulness. So you can go out, enjoy the sun, you know, choose what makes you feel joyful, right? Connect with love and joy and vibrancy and vitality, this energy of warmth. You can all do that. But as just in case you drop your energy or you suddenly feel like everything is feeling unsettled, you start to question a lot of things. What that simply means is it's helping you to tap into your truth, because now we can't no longer live in lies. We can't just continue to lie to ourselves or lie to the world of who we really are, truly are. So that's what's really happening on an energetic level. So I hope this video helps you, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.